Hello, friends. Welcome back to Playful Panda Poems. Today, I've got a super duper extra fun story for you. It's called The Monkey and the Butter. It's got silly monkeys, yummy treats, and a big surprise or two. So, grab your favorite blanket, maybe a little snack, but not butter just yet, and let's swing into this jungle adventure together. Once upon a time, deep in a bright green jungle, where the trees stretched up to tickle the clouds and the birds sang happy songs all day, there lived a monkey named Benny. Benny wasn't just any monkey. Oh no, he was the bounciest, silliest monkey in the whole jungle. His fur was scruffy brown, his tail was long and curly like a spring, and his big brown eyes sparkled with mischief. Benny loved swinging from branch to branch, chasing butterflies, and making funny faces at the parrots who squawked back at him. Every day was a new adventure for Benny, and he was always on the lookout for something exciting. One hot, sunny afternoon, as the jungle hummed with the buzz of bees and rustle of leaves, Benny was hopping along a twisty path near the river. The sun was shining so bright that everything sparkled. The water, the rocks, even the little flowers peeking out from the grass. And that's when Benny saw it. Something super shiny sitting next to a big mossy rock. He zoomed over, his tail bouncing behind him, and there it was, a little clay pot filled to the brim with creamy, golden butter. The butter glistened in the sunlight, smooth and soft, with the sweet smell that made Benny's tummy rumble. Benny's eyes grew as big as dinner plates. Oh wow, he thought. This butter looks like a treasure. He dipped his paw in, scooped up a big blob, and took a giant lick. Oh my goodness, friends. It was the creamiest, sweetest, most delicious butter Benny had ever tasted. Better than bananas, better than honey, better than anything. He danced around in a circle, licking his paws, and giggled to himself. But then, Benny stopped and scratched his furry chin. Wait a minute, he said. If I eat it all now, it'll be gone. I'm gonna hide this butter and save it for later. That's the smartest plan ever. That afternoon, the jungle got hotter and hotter. The sun blazed down like a big fiery ball, and the air felt sticky and warm. Benny didn't notice though. He was too busy splashing in the river and chasing a frog who kept hopping away. Meanwhile, up in the tree, something funny was happening. The butter in the pot started to soften, then melt, then drip. Little golden drops slid out of the hole, down the trunk, and plopped onto the ground below in a gooey, shiny puddle. The next morning, Benny woke up with a big grin, thinking about his butter stash. He raced back to the tree, climbed up in a flash, and peeked into the hole. But, oh no, the pot was empty. Benny blinked, rubbed his eyes, and looked again. Nothing, just a few sticky smears. He leaned out and saw the melted butter all over the ground below, a big messy puddle glinting in the sun. My butter! Benny wailed, hanging upside down by his tail. It's gone. What happened? Just then, a tiny voice giggled nearby. It was Sammy, a little gray squirrel with a fluffy tail and bright black eyes. Sammy had been watching the whole thing from her own branch. Hey Benny, I saw your buttermilk last night. You hid it all for yourself, but the jungle heat got it instead. Benny flopped onto the branch, looking grumpy. But it was mine, he grumbled. Sammy shook her head and giggled again. If you'd shared a little with me or the other animals, we could have eaten it before it melted. Sharing's better than hiding, you know. Benny sat there, staring at the sticky puddle, and scratched his head. He felt a bit silly now. Maybe Sammy was right. Hiding the butter didn't work out so well. And if he'd shared, he might have had fun with his friends instead of losing it all. So, he looked at Sammy and said, Okay, next time I find something yummy, I'll share it, promise. Sammy clapped her tiny paws and said, Deal! Let's go and find some berries instead. And off they went, running through the jungle together, laughing and playing. But wait, friends, there's one more little twist. Later that day, as Benny and Sammy munched on some juicy red berries, a big blue parrot flew by and dropped something shiny near the river. Another little pot. Benny's eyes lit up, but this time he turned to Sammy and said, Hey, let's share whatever's in there. Sammy nodded and they ran off to check it out together. What do you think was inside? Maybe more butter, or maybe something even yummier. I'll let you guess. So friends, that's the story of Benny and the butter. The moral? Sharing with your buddies is way more fun than keeping everything to yourself. And it might just save your snack from melting away. What about you? Would you share your butter with a friend? Or what's your favorite treat to share? Tell me in the comments below. I can't wait to hear. That's all for today. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time on Playful Panda Poems with another jungle tale. Bye bye.